From Boston, Mass. This evening, we're at historic Fenway Park. Tonight, the finale of this four-game set between the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Lefty Grove, a Maryland-born southpaw, will be doing the starting pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Into the box, Minnie Minoso.
Leading off,
we are set for
Sox,
baseball here this evening. Here's the first pitch to him.
First pitch, 7:05.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and two strikes. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
So here's Yoan Moncada. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. No home runs just yet, and 3 driven in. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line, and it's a foul ball. Bases are empty, one man out. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
That'll bring up Harold Baines as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The windup and the 0-1. A ball and a strike.
Outside.
Just underway here at Fenway Park. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Well, on to Fox, gets him to retire the side. So a fairly painless top of the first. White Sox nothing. Red Sox coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. Lucas Giolito gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Ready now is Wade Bob. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Xander Bogaerts comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 4 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Bogaerts takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup. Now here's a fly ball, well hit. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
To the plate now, Jimmy Fox. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He enters here right at the 290 mark. 5 homers, 9 driven in. Now the 1-0. It's a fastball that misses.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Two and 1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Now the 2-1. Fastball down below the knees.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full. Payoff pitch home on the ground to the right side, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
The designated hitter.
Up to the plate now is David Ortiz. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
From the belt, the pitch. Swung on and missed.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Runners are at the corners with one man out. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Comes in 0 for 9 in the series so far, so looking to turn things around in this one. First offering. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Up next, Alex Verdugo, and the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. He's set. Here it comes. And a look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Baines finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Red Sox settle for just the 1. On to the second inning now from Fenway Park. Boston's out in front, 1-0. Set to go now, Frank Thomas. And we'll see if he can get out of this little dry spell he's stuck in. Not much offensively coming from him lately. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's low.
The 1-0. Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Into the box now, Paul Konerko, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The 1-1 home. Thomas on at first, nobody out. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Now another 1-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
The 2-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoked. It's all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging the pitching staff.
At the plate now, Louis Aparicio. As he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-0 home. Down low, and the clock thickens here. 3-0.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
3-1 to Luis Aparicio.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. Try to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Payoff pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A bare hand for 1. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that brings up Luis Robert. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. First pitch on the way. Pitch outside the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
2 out here and a runner at second. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Ready with the 2-0.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. Verdugo looks up, and that one is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. First home run of the campaign for him, and it gives the White Sox a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
So now to the plate, Leury Garcia.
The second baseman, Leury.
Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 1 home run and 5 driven in. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. 3 runs already home here. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Swing and a line drive. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, sometimes you get lucky right there. It looked like a 3-2 pitch out of his zone could have got on base via the walk, but he wanted a knock instead.
At the plate, Minnie Minoso, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Dwight Evans, the batter now. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen.
Evans.
First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Christian Vasquez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Vasquez is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Throw to Thomas is in time for the out.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
So 2 out, nobody on. And that means the plug-and-play utility man Kike Hernandez will bat next. First pitch on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. And that one yanked just foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Down in order go the Red Sox. Score holds. It's 3-1. Minnie Minoso 0 for 1 here in the early going.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
No balls and a strike to count. Set to deliver the 0-1.
0-1. The count 1-1.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The batter.
Now into the box, Yoan Moncada struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
No strike.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
3 balls, no
Harold
strike.
Baines is on deck. Third inning here, 3-1 our score. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
The right fielder, number 3, Harold Baines.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up Harold Baines. Has a look, now the pitch.
Nope, that's inside. Out.
2-0 count, the pitch.
Nope.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Moncada, base runner at first with 1 out. There's a strike as he gets this one over. It's 3-1 now. Slapped hard the opposite way. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
Standing in now, Frank Thomas. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He collected a base hit his first time up. 1-0 count. Here it is. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Into the box, Paul Konerko. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. A ball and a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Still only 1 out in the inning. And it's fouled away. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
And here's the switch hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's by him for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out, nobody on. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. The 1-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And that ends the inning. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the White Sox 6 and the Red Sox 1. Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs.
Red Sox, the third baseman, Wade Boggs.
Here's the first pitch. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Counts even 2-2 to Boggs. Hit on the ground to third. Moncada fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Not a lot
The
you
batter,
can do with that
number
pitch.
2.
That fastball just
Shortstop.
ate him up inside
Sander.
and gets the soft grounder
Red
for the out.
Striding in for Boston, Xander Bogaerts. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
1 out, nobody on. 2 balls and no strikes for Bogaerts. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Bogaerts possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. This is foul right side.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball.
Ball 3.
2 back-to-back.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Now the payoff pitch home. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a
first
full
baseman,
count,
number
you're
3.
hoping that the hitter is thinking
Jimmy.
fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Next, it'll be Jimmy Fox, a base hit in his first trip. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
The 1-0.
Nope, that's down.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 strike.
One of my pet peeves in the game. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. You're all over the heater. How are you late on that fastball?
Now the 2-1 pitch is outside for a ball.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing for Boston. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%. And with a bunch of runs on the board right now, that could be a big reason why.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the White Sox.
Now to the plate, here is Louis Aparicio, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around.
Yeah, I need to see some solid contact right here. Certainly it'll get the confidence going. He's been slumping pretty hard.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here he comes again, 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Fouled away. Now another 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
Digging in next, Luis Robert, and we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up.
In the last at-bat, Matty V, that was a changeup he hit to straightaway center field. This guy looks to hit the ball right through the middle of the diamond, and if you elevate the ball like he did on that last one and get that ball up in the zone, he could take you out of the ballpark.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Now the 2-0. Lifted down the line in left, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now the 2-1.
Ball, that's cool.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Nate Eovaldi answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter. Leury Garcia will be the first to greet him here, as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the stretch,
Ball, that's out.
Eovaldi, playing here in his age 31 season. He was selected in the 11th round during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Pitch out,
2-0.
nothing doing. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Robert, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit.
Hey guys, right there, you look for weaknesses. Can a guy come in? Can he command in? Obviously not the case in this situation. He went to the well outside half 3 times, and eventually the batter made a nice adjustment.
Stepping in now, Minnie Minoso. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one will get this one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fastball called for strike 2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now the 1-0.
Hey!
Lifted the other way to left center. Verdugo waits on it. And he makes the play to end the inning. White Sox strand a couple. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Bottom of the inning now, and digging in is the veteran DH, David Ortiz.
The designated hitter, David.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Down the third baseline.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. The numbers coming in, 278 the average, 3 homers, 9 driven in. The 1-0. Misses down below the knees.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Hit hard towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
Alex Verdugo digging in now. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Fouled off. Here's another 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
First pitch of the AB on its way. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Martinez at second with 2 down. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at bat. Not much reason for it.
Ready with the 2-0. 2-1 the count.
Well, I stand corrected. I still don't agree with it, though.
A swing and a miss there. 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And it's fouled away.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
The next 3-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox. They trail 6-1. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Harold Baines. First pitch on its way.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The windup and the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Martinez has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Now one down with the bases empty, and in steps Big Frank.
In the last at bat, that breaking ball he hit for the home run, that was one of those meatball ones. A cement mixer just kind of floated up there. I'm not so sure that they're going to go back to the breaking ball here. And if they do, better location is definitely needed.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Line drive, base hit to right.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
At the plate now is Paul Konerko. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
0-1. Here it comes.
Yep, that ball went out.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
2-2. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. There's one. Over to Fox. They get them both, and that's how the inning comes to an end. 1 hit's all they get. Last half of the 5th coming up. White Sox on top, 6-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in a game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Leading off.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
And now pitch on the way.
Ball 1.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so
Now
to get it ironed out.
Second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
In now, Kike Hernandez. And he fouls this one off. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
So now to the plate, Wade Boggs,
Ball, that's
as
off
he
the
will
plate.
look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball 3.
3-1 now as that misses down and in.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't
batter,
even
number
close.
2.
Now he's got a man on with one out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
So one down with a pair of runners aboard, and that'll bring up the power hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts. First pitch on the way.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
Nope.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. That's a base hit. Vasquez rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as the gap shortens to 4 now.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Jimmy Fox.
At the plate now, Jimmy Fox as he drives a liner to right center. A dive, but it's off his glove. Now a long throw to third. And this will come in far too late. He's in there at third.
Up next for the
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit.
Ortiz.
Standing in now, David Ortiz.
Counts 1-0.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Now the 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And they'll get a bit closer on the sac fly as they trim the deficit to 2 now.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
2 out, runner in scoring position at second. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Now the first pitch as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Fox stands at second with 2 gone.
Hey.
Ball and a strike.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Three and one to Martinez.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Fouled away. The next 3-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. It's the White Sox 6 and the Red Sox 4. Stepping up is Yasmani Grandal. Mano a mano against Nady Eovaldi. He's gone 2 for 6. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's taken for strike 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
Woo, not a spot you expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
1-2 to the White Sox catcher. Pulled toward right center field. Verdugo waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for Chicago, the shortstop, Luis Aparicio.
Stepping in next, Luis Aparicio. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, outside.
6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he popped him up. Bogaerts onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The batter, the center fielder, Luis Roberts.
Luis Robert will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home.
Nope, upstairs.
swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to Fox gets him to retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the White Sox 6 and the Red Sox 4. Bottom of the 6th inning now.
Leading
that
off
brings up
for
the
the
outfielder
Red Sox,
Alex Verdugo.
the center fielder, Alex Verdugo.
First pitch of the AB now. And a ball 1-0. And Verdugo goes in front. 2 balls and no strikes. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You've got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Adios, pelota. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Garrett Crochet takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. At the plate, Dwight Evans. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
Down and away, ball 1. Base is empty here with nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
Next, it'll be Christian Vasquez. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. The pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. 1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. A 1-2. Offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
And the pitch. Popped him up. Thomas has got it, and the side is retired. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. The 9 1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. Brandon Workman is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 44, Brandon Workman.
Digging in will be Leury Garcia. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Leury Garcia.
First pitch on the way.
Ball 1, no strike.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single.
Now batting, number 9.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. Into the box, Minnie Minoso. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Garcia aboard here at first with nobody out. Oh, at the green light there, but it's 3 balls and a strike now.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
The 3-1. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Next, here is Yohan Moncada. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set and the pitch. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. None out, runners at first and second. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Hernandez to stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Harold Boone.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that will bring up Harold Baines. Has a look, now the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
A ball and a strike now.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And that's a fair ball, line to the right side. They'll add a big insurance run here as the runner scores from second.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Next to stand in is Frank Thomas, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Now here's the first offering.
That's a ball.
Fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Runners are at first and third, one away. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And it bangs off the monster. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate. And they lead now by 4.
Man, he's been killing it all game long. Those 2 RBIs bring his total for the game to 5. So he's been at his best when it matters most. No doubt making a bid for player of the game.
Darwinzon Hernandez comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 63, Darwinzon Hernandez.
Stepping in now, Paul Konerko. Drilled on the ground is short, and that's through, a base hit. Thomas is on his way home. Safe at the plate as they push the lead to 5 now.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
Rondon.
In now, Yasmani Grandal. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Hey, be on the lookout right here. Usually when a pitcher drops in a curveball for a strike looking, now he'll try and throw it in the dirt, get you to fish a little bit. I want to see where he goes here.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
Into the box now, Louis Aparicio, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
The center fielder.
The next batter will be Luis Robert. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Martinez there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway. The White Sox lead this one 10-5. Now it'll be Wade Boggs. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
The third baseman, Wade Boggs.
First pitch on its way.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Two and 1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. Into the windup and the pitch.
Count is 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Minoso has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, Xander Bogart.
One man is out in the Red Sox 7th, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. First pitch of the AB on its way. And that gets him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the 2nd out at first. Now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game, and from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. So now here is Jimmy Fox, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They've got some work to do. It's 10-5. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Leury Garcia.
Leury Garcia.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
And he starts him out with one high and tight, ball 1.
Ball.
2-0 now.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
2-1 now. And the pitch. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Base hit, line drive into the corner.
That's the battle, Matty. Working yourself into a 3-run count, having count leverage and getting ahead to a fastball. You don't get too many opportunities throughout the course of a game to have full count leverage, and he took advantage.
Standing in now, Minnie Minoso, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. And now they've got him picked off. They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base. That ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. It bangs off the billboard, and it's out of here. So a solo shot down the line in left, 6th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Now batting.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Now the pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
To the plate now, Harold Baines, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And this one's in the dirt, and he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now, as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball. Moncada, the runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a line drive. That's in there, base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Ryan Brazier enters now in a mop-up role, as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. plate now, Frank Thomas, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
That's ball two.
Listen, I'm biased to the hitters.
No strikes.
This is a situation where you got to be aggressive. He's shaky right now. 2 men on, and now you got a 2-0 count. This is where you want to capitalize.
Waiting next is Paul Konerko. Here it comes, the 3-0. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Here comes Evans, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Stepping in now, Paul Konerko, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
At the plate, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Fouled away. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
And this pitch misses for a ball, and the Chicago catcher's back even at 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. 2 down, runners at first and second. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Lifted the other way to left center. Verdugo waits on it. And that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. And the White Sox are out in front, 12-5. Striding forward now is the DH, David Ortiz. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Ortiz.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
1-0.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No contact there, and it's
Count
1-2.
is 1-2.
Oh, this is what you get fired up for right here. Hard fastball against a power hitter. I know he was late right there, but if he comes back, this one might not come back.
The 2-2. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. I mean, that's a heck of a job to hold him in a single.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready with the 0-1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
A runner at first with no outs here. A little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. This one's down to third. Moncada has it. One there on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Now back, the center fielder, Alex.
Next up for the Red Sox, Alex Verdugo. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball like that.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dwight Evans.
In now, Dwight Evans, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set with the 0-1.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Lined into right, a base hit. Fortunately for him, though, no error on the bobble, and the runners will hold at first and second now.
The catcher.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Evan Marshall enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Evan Marshall.
So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Lifetime against this particular arm. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Verdugo, the runner at third. Evans on at second with 2 down. Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside, 3-2.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Full count still.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Boston strands a couple. That's not going to help when the score reads 12-5. So now into the box is Luis Aparicio, 0-for-3 with an RBI in this one.
Luis Aparicio.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled off. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1.
That's ball 3.
High and deep down the left field line. And foul. Good battle. Count remains full. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Playable for Verdugo, and there's one gone.
Now back, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
The batter will be Luis Robert. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2. One out, nobody on. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Adam Ottavino comes on the pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Adam Ottavino.
Into the box now, Leury Garcia. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. He's 1 for 3. The 1-0. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Martinez coming on. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, number 9.
So next to hit is Minnie Minoso. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he grounds one briskly to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. White Sox leave 1 as the lead holds at 12-5. Stepping in once again is Kike Hernandez. Starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's set. Here it comes. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
The 0-1 on its way. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Here's the 1-1 delivery.
Nope. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Two is a changeup that misses 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Standing in now, Wade Boggs. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 this series.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed. And things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Bogart.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Comes set and the 0-1. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
To the plate now, Jimmy Fox. Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him. As they try to claw back, it's a 5-run deficit. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Yeah, Matty V. Well, D-Roll, you kind of expect a high-scoring game with that green monster here at Fenway.
Yeah, it changes your whole mindset. Right center's out of the equation. Dead right field's out of the equation. Goes to 380 at its deepest part. Unless you want to hit one down to pesky pole, you're looking to pepper that green monster.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Roll, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Roll, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Oh, and that liner caught him. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. Well,
now
this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Into the box, J.D. Martinez, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Jay Spry will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First pitch of the AB now. As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees, it's strike one.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Ball one.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. Ortiz at second. Martinez at first. 2 out in the inning. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 2 men are on with 2 men out. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
Well, the baseball purists certainly wouldn't love a game like this one with tons of offense, but you certainly can't complain about the lack of action. Pretty impressive showing for both of these teams up there swinging the bats.
12-7, the final score in this ball game. The Chicago White Sox scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Lucas Giolito earns his first win of the season. Lefty Grove struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.